Hey everybody, today we're going to review this famous TikTok wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. This is a nice little touch screen. It has the power button here on the sides. It's got the USB-C power, the little 2.5mm input for the backup camera, a micro SD. I put a 256 class 10 and then an aux in that you can use if you're not using the Bluetooth audio. Comes with this backup camera. It's got this little 4-pin barrel style connector. It connects to this long power cable that it comes with. You have arrows, you just line them up and then you can hook them up together. Like I said, it comes with that 2.5mm that looks like an aux. It hooks up right there. And then it also comes with this red trigger wire that you hook up, tap into the reverse lights of your car. So when you put your car in reverse, turns on those bulbs and so it triggers this. So that's what you want to hook up. And then it also comes, like I said, with this USB-C power and a small little aux cable on the user manual. So I'll be installing this on a 2014 Subaru Legacy. Now this Legacy already comes with a backup camera, but it's on a tiny 4-inch screen. So I wanted to install this backup camera with the larger screen. So one thing to be mindful is you want to look on the side that has this little sleeve for the cables. And so it's weatherproof. So when you run your cable, you want to make sure you run it on the same side because you'll be running your cable through here so that it is weatherproof. And so what you need to do is you need to hook it up to something bendable that you can kind of guide the wire through. So I'll show you here in a second what I use that was effective and worked for me. So these little flags right here, these are for like irrigation systems. This is just one idea. You can take the flag off on one side, on the other end you could put some like electrical tape so that it's not super pointy, and when you're guiding it through you don't puncture through that sleeve. So essentially this is what it's going to look like, and let's just pause here for a second. What you'll be doing is you'll hook up a string first. You'll guide it through and then you'll hook up that power cable to the string and then pull it up through that sleeve. That makes it the easiest. So this is what I mean. If you use that bendable piece of metal and you put a string and the string is already through the sleeve, then you can just tape that power, right, this guy right here, you can just tape it and then you can just pull it up with the string. And so this is where I'll be installing the backup camera, so since it's in dead center. The good thing with the camera, it comes with a 2-sided adhesive so that you can just, if it's on a piece of plastic, you can just use the adhesive, but it also comes with 2 little screws that you can screw in. So here's what I did. I guided it through and I still have that little metal piece. I can push it through and now I can use these little pieces to kind of, put it somewhere where I can see it in the future if I need a diagnosis or whatnot. So I'll be sticking it right there. And so when I drill the hole, the other end will connect to it right here in the open. So I went ahead and drilled a little hole in the back. I'll make sure to put some silicone so like water doesn't get in there. Essentially, I'll be hooking it up like that. And then I push the wire. I put a little loosely zip tie to that little license plate light so that if I ever drop it, it doesn't drop all the way down. So now I would just run it through and I can hook that up to right there. So you can use these T-tap connectors to tap into your reverse light bulb. So for me, it is this bulb to the far right. Of course, the black wire is going to be the ground here, and the brown wire will be my power. So what I'll need to do is use this to tap into that so that when I put the car in reverse, it triggers and gives power. And so then that touchscreen will know to put the car in the backup camera mode. So essentially how these things work is you use one of these, you clamp it really tight on the wire. It kind of exposes it, goes through the insulation and into the actual inside part of the wire. And then this is the spade. And when you slide this in, it makes the metal connection. And then you put your trigger wire on this end, and then you have a connection without actually doing any soldering or anything. So I highly suggest you do that. So this is what it's going to look like essentially. While you're at it, you could put some LED reverse lights if you want. I use some of those, and then I'll be cleaning this up a little bit more so that if I ever put any cargo, I don't mess with the wire. So I'll run this through this passenger side all the way to the front. So if you look here, where necessary, I use those, and then I use some zip ties in other places. And essentially I'm just pushing this long power cable all the way through. And what I'm going to do is I'll probably push it through right here so that it's out of the way, and I accidentally don't, trip over it or anything. So I'll just mess with this a little bit more. It's going to be different for every car, but essentially you want to put it somewhere where the wire isn't going to get snagged on. So for me, I'll probably run them through these little plastic liners in the car. Inside of them, I'll use some sort of plastic tool to push it through. I'll run it through the side right here under these little plastic trims so that I don't trip on it. I'll keep pushing it through. I'll go right here, possibly around right there, and then once I get it around, I want to lift these mats up and I want to put it underneath this mat, and then I'll run it right here in the center console. I'll use some more of those little cable holders, and I'll try to make it look real nice. So essentially what you want to do is your car just has to have Bluetooth, your phone connected to that Bluetooth. So for me, it's like called car multimedia. So as long as my phone is connected to the Bluetooth of the car, then I can go into the setting here, go to this Bluetooth option. It'll have a name, and that's the name that I want to find on the phone. So right here, I'll click that, and it's going to say some code. You'll put in the little code that you got in your manual. It's like an 8 or 9 digit code. And then, so you should on your phone see connected to that display and to your car's Bluetooth. So once you have that, I'll test it. I'll go into Google Maps. If I go in here, I'll just type in this amusement park that's up north. I'll hit that, hit start, and look at that. It's wireless. It's really convenient. And I can also go in and play some music, which will play out of the car's speakers. If it doesn't, you can go into the settings and change it. So you can click on car and change it. But essentially you can have different layouts too on this touchscreen, which makes it look really nice. So here's the backup demonstrating versus the stock backup. So you can kind of put it at the same angle. There's an option in the settings to take off these guidelines that you can go in, find very easily. But essentially when the car's in reverse, it triggers. When I put it in park, it goes back into whatever screen I was at previously. If I go back into reverse, it will turn it on. So hopefully you guys like this video. Make sure you like and comment. Thanks so much.